Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme.
Fixerbot
Calm and
says.
collected.
Welcome.
I'm
Stream
about
starts
to
in
go
5
live,
minutes.
you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In this stream of knowledge, together we'll grow.
T minus 4 minutes.
Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland.
Fix
Together we'll
Test.
the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In this stream of knowledge, together we'll grow.
Fixerbot says.
Stream about to start, 1 minute left.
Pierce Sturley says. You're muted.
Thing. So we have audio now. I think that's odd, because it should remember. I think it might have crashed actually last time. There was some other settings too that were off. Yeah, so now it's black. Why is it black? Because I clicked left screen. Right, so let's fix left screen, right? The problem here is we have a left screen capture that is a screen that doesn't exist anymore. So we're going to, this is a middle one. And then we have minus. Okay, minus. This should be the right one, I'm thinking. No. This is very odd. Yeah, something is off with this one. So I can go to the right screen, which is the browser. It is not OBS. Here we have OBS. So it looks kind of similar. And then we have here me looking at cheap keys. So I think there was another place where I bought one before, and I actually had the page up, and then I entered the license key. The little message disappeared, and then it popped up the next day again. So it accepted the key, but then it didn't connect to the server. So that's why. So what should I focus on first? We should have OBS. OBS should get priority, right? Because it's what we need. But I have no clue why we get the wrong one here. I'm kind of thinking this one, let's just delete it, right? Because it's odd. And then we make a new one. A display capture that is not anyone on this, but this is actually the left. Where did the P come from? New. And we okay that. And we're going to have to remove it from this one too, or it won't disappear. So the only difference with these is I don't have the camera, chat, all the things. So the minus one. Yeah, now we get the image. Now we have the TTS here. That's good. That, of course, me shaking a window makes everything else disappear. So middle. Nice. So we can click OK on this. Left, middle, right. These works. And here we have the right screen. We have the YouTube left screen, which happens to be the middle screen now, right? So I'm going to rename this one. Let's just F2 instead. So middle. Because I did used to have a screen, a third screen, but it was a 4:3 screen. It was an old one. So today I would have done something more serious today if I didn't have a headache. So it might just be that like 2 days ago I drank energy drink, and then it's like I get a headache from this. Apparently, it's why ever do it when you get a headache? That's stupid. I shouldn't ever do that again. Or coffee, I guess, but I don't drink coffee, so that's not a problem. Yeah, so what else? I guess we want to be able to, I don't think, I can just add one if I need to. You can see these don't have anything else but the capture. So this is just a big cam thing. And you can see my door over there. Yeah, so I think the camera is a bit like more to the left than it used to be. Well, my right, your left, I guess, whatever. So this is my right hand, and this is my left hand. Everything it's very odd to look at yourself and be not mirrored, you know. So that's why I have it that way. And also, if I'm pointing at something, I think it's both good and bad. That's what it is. So this one we need to fix. For this one, it's now on top, meaning it can't have any of the overlay thingies. So there, now we can see everything but Irian 2. Come on, Irian 2, I want to drag you up. Oh, it's locked. So, is it locked? Why can't I drag it? I just didn't drag it far enough. Am I just very confused here or what? Oh. So we can use these two. So I have like 2 selected for some reason, and that's why it didn't work. So now I can pull this one down there, and this one here. So I couldn't drag it because I had 2. Both were selected. So I kind of tried to do that, and then of course I moved both. Okay. So we can have like a parachute drop here if we want to. We have, what is this? No. Pause. We can actually delete some of these, I think. These are the robo controls. Should be on this one so you can see what I'm doing, right? Is there anything else we need to fix? I actually tried connecting the guitar to here, but it didn't work very well. Maybe I'll just totally disconnect from what we were doing, inspiration from Panda, and actually restring the electric guitar. Because also one of the strings turns the separate other direction, so it's like, you're trying to tune it and it's like going back. Also, test here. I think we have an echo, right?
Fix it says. Test.
Yeah. So it's not in this. And this, for some reason, when I restarted, it didn't connect again. It disconnected. So that's why I had this up. Now you see I can switch with that too. Good. So these are all my neighbor stuff. Okay. Since this one is already connected, but I couldn't, it's paired, but I can't connect it. Yeah, now it's connected. Good. So I tried with the other ear and that didn't work, but this one worked. And this one, I want to, can I remove this? It will probably just be found again because it's annoying. This is a part of the screen. It has an outlet, 3.2 millimeter audio plug on the bottom that I don't use, but it keeps hopping to this, thinking that it's active, but I guess this is not the place to do it. Also hops to this one. Driver is unavailable. Yeah, we haven't installed anything for this, but as you can see, the mic is still working, you know. It's just that we don't have the settings program. So I'm kind of thinking, do we even need it? Do we need a driver when the audio is working? Is the audio bad? So my computer never had this few devices. This is my camera there. Then we have the screens. Oh yeah, the hard drives. And this is still connected. No, it is. Well, we could unplug that. This is the old 2019 Windows version. Yeah, so we have it's connected now, the Bluetooth. So what an empty screen, right? And I just started putting a few icons here from the things I already installed. So a lot of things won't be working as they should. Let's start with getting rid of this window, right? Come on. There. Let's send a new test message. So I'll just test it because it doesn't type it out if it's the same message. And thank you for telling I'm muted. Thank you very much. So now it's just in my ear, the way it's supposed to be. So this, I usually have this like maximized on the screen. I'll have to think of what to do because what I use here, I see what I'm showing, and I also see the chat here. But maybe we should like do something else with this. Can I do like? Ooh. This is a funny thing. Windows is odd.
Testing.
Why would they want it like this? Also, when I click this, it said it again. And this is too tiny for it to... It stacks all of these. That's what you get on the phone. This is why it's hard to read on the phone, because it stacks those. I remember when he added these. So, yeah, here we have the live distance. Levenstein distance. It's checking that it's not the same message. And when I have T minus 3 minutes, T minus 2 minutes, it's the same almost as 4 minutes, which it read. Very odd to be able to show you stuff on the screen, right? But I usually just have this up. Oh, that was funny. I double clicked. So I usually have this one up, like maximized. And over that I have this one up also. Because if this one is not like visible, if I minimize it, it just stops working. Which is funny. That's Chrome. It's the same problem on the phone. We need to fix this. This is new. My brain needs to learn that to get to the middle of the screen, I need to click in middle. Here, that's what it did. Not right to go to a more right screen. I could have these go right and go left. So I had to click twice to go to the rightmost one, but I don't think that's a good thing. What we need though is one more button for the left one, right? Left one, right. So HDMI, microscope, no cameras, second Irian cam, microscope FS, microscope, desk FS, desk. So usually I just use desk FS and microscope FS. Let's actually start all these so we can test and lab and stuff. So first of all, the microscope needs power, and it's not connected to anything. We need desk first, one thing at a time. It's not even installed the program. So we're going to fix this, but we need stuff. I'm like, oh gosh, I have stuff animated here on my I'll click my right button. So the side here, I got some kind of animation moving around. Very, very confusing. My memory, you know. So it's not like it's not in the middle of the screen, what I need to get. Right, but I remember I had a problem with the last version. So some programs we can just run from where they are.
VR Mechatronics says, Samuel clone Twitch points with mod channel points, and after remove Twitch's point variables.
Twitch points with mod channel points. What is mod channel points? Twitch points. But I run an old Sammy because he stopped supporting the program that I use, so it's very old.
Example Stream Elements.
Yeah, I don't use Stream Elements. So let's download the latest version and we'll see if it works. Otherwise, I have a saved one. So let's run this. We also need to install DaVinci, and this is just a bulk rename utility that I had installed. So let's fix Stream, and then after that we'll see if we. It would be nice to have stuff like finished. Also, didn't I have that still up? Yeah, I have like 2 windows. So here I'm gonna show you this thing. I'm gonna watch this in 2 hours and 13 minutes, probably. So I don't know if I will like watch it while we continue. Oh, this is so annoying. I have to fix this file because I keep getting stuck. So here we have USB A to A. Why do I even have this? It's for something, right? But for what? So my share wheels got stuck in that, so now it's not on the floor anymore. More stripes, and I had it the wrong way. These are for when I'm fixing my mom's fans. Like it's just fans of compost green thingies. Oh gosh, I got a lot of pieces of bush that I did that in. So with other zip ties there. So I've got half a bush on my table now. There. So this is interesting, at least. This, and I heard that Branwyn is very knowledgeable and, yeah, knows a lot about this. The thing is, to be able to see this, you need to join this Zoom event. You can't just look at their Twitch channel. I think you need to join this. Maybe they'll be streaming it too, but I don't think so. I don't think they did last time. And anyway, after they have had this finished and they end it, they usually continue for half an hour on their Zoom. Oh my god, this site is so annoying. A message. Yeah, I didn't send a message, you know, so stop blinking. How do I get rid of this thing? There. So there, and this is the last one of yesterday. No? Yeah, he had one yesterday, and this is like the full course, and it costs money. So I was thinking of it, but also someone sent a link for YouTube videos, and they were like very basic. This one, Introduction to Llama course. I'm thinking I'll install my little own LLM, so why not look at this, right? But if it's mega slow, then I will just go crazy. Like the YouTube one. This is a 1 hour thing. I'm sure it's very interesting and will be nice social interaction on their Discord too. And I did install Discord, so not that we need to install Discord. So if you haven't looked at this, so Black Hills Information Security has their webcasts on this little hub. They call it the hubs. So you just go into their webpage, antisiphon.com, I guess. You can go to. Let's actually do that just to have it done too. So. First time this computer ever knew the site. Though all my things are here.
I need to learn how to make plugins for Twitch.
Okay. Plugins for Twitch. So what are you going to make? By the way, my camera is still the wrong place a little bit. I want it to be like more this way, I think. Like, yeah, it's bouncing there a bit. Moving my screen here. Ah, I can adjust that later. So that was very slow. Okay. So let's just click something else. Instant. And this one works. So anti-siphon training. Yeah, that's better. So I was just typing the wrong thing.
I want to create a watermark displayed as a user's serial number from Donate for another users.
Okay, watermark displayed as a user serial number. So first of all, you know, plugins for Twitch. So what people do is they use like OBS or something and they put like browser sources. I'm sure that's what Stream Elements does too, right? It's a browser source. So you're actually running just... We haven't made the button and yet, so I have to click here. But so if we look at my... Gosh, I can't turn down my head that much. Had my leg up on the other computer. So let's go studio mode here. So if we have my little Twitch alerts here, for example. So I have blend them with a color here. So here we have the actual alert, which is a URL.
Each VR treadmill has a serial number. When you
Dashboard
use it on
Twitch
other
TV.
users can send donate to giveaway for others.
Serial numbers, you use it to live other users and donate. Oh, VR, I don't really... I'll read it again. Each VR treadmill has a serial number, okay? When you use it on live, other users can send donate to give away for others. So what are you live on? Is it on Twitch? How do you send the donate thing, and what is it a giveaway for? Then I might understand. Anyway, so you just have a browser source here, so when something pops up in this Twitch, like if someone would follow now, this would be like a follow animation here. But another example, so do I have Pomodoro one left, or did I just delete it? here. So this is actually a web page. So if we look at the properties here, you can see that I've just cut away all the other bits of this one. And I can also interact with the web page and click the start button here. And we also have the audio from the web page. But this is just a normal web page that is shown on the screen here. So this is the URL for the page. So if you want to make a link or something appear, you just have to put a web page. Give them a web page, maybe something else here to identify. Maybe the serial number for something. Is it supposed to be something secret? Maybe you shouldn't show it here though, but you know. So you don't have to make a plugin for Twitch.
Requires a subscription in the lack of a watermark in screen. Would be a good idea to report the streamer for violating the law on live stream. Kappa.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. What do you say? Because a license requires subscription. So I don't understand anything, VR, what you said now. I'm sorry. So the license you have for your VR thing? I don't understand. So I used this for a test. That's why I thought I had it deleted.
Yes.
So we tested the co-working thingy, and this is not even switching. It should have switched. Yeah, we need to install this so we can do the desk full screen now. As a test here. We need to fix that by doing that. So I'm not in a hurry. That's why we did this now. So let's actually move all tabs to one place. But actually, I kind of want to see this countdown here, right? So let's move it to this screen. Right. I see what I did wrong. I have to just turn off studio mode before switching, or you won't see what I want you to see. So I just wanted to show that we have a time limit, but maybe I'll keep streaming and maybe I'll stream afterwards too. But I do have something else to do later too, with my hubby when he gets home. So it's already 17 too. That's in 2 hours, meaning 19 my time. Let's get this one. So it's already downloaded. Let's just install it. So yeah, so the reason I want this is a part of making a button for left screen is that I want to see how these look, and I can't without having them actually show what they're supposed to, and that requires this. So we'll accept the agreement. Number of cameras. I had 4. Though I rarely use more than 2, but it might be good to be able to use 4 anyway. x86, so 32-bit. And I had bugs with the latest
I came up with
version.
this business model. In the future, we will add a live fitness program to it.
Let's see, I'm just hopping back to okay, so you're going to like add additional things together with your hardware that you sell. So this is running, so now we can connect this one, which should be automatic there. Hello. So automatically it connected, and here are the screws for the desk.
Yes, if Fusler then need pay subscription to me.
So what will they get for the subscription? So we could connect several cameras here, meaning let's start this one too. And now we should get a second camera here, right? So very nice app, very simple. And I did have problems with it.
Get the R treadmill to home use.
So let's put this up here. And I do actually have a power cable for it even. So So my desk looks kinda clean and kinda messy, like toothbrush, you know? Now we need the microscope too. Here. And so we can test all the things. So one camera here, we can turn on the light, making sure that works. So we can get more light, less light, switch color tone there. So just making sure all the things work. And also, since I bought the paid version, I can see it's 70% power in this phone over there. It's kind of nice, right? And this one is also, both are on Wi-Fi. And they both have a dedicated charger for it. And
What
if we
if
now
you located
switch...
the desk monitors, the window behind the camera?
Oh, do you want to see the window? Rotate. So also the desk is not at the wall now. So I have like 50, 60, 70 centimeters. So the desk is more like this than it usually is. So it looks very, very far now. But it's because it's not finished. I need to fasten all these screws. Okay? So I guess this one is better for this. But now we're going to play around with these. This one doesn't show anything. That one shows the test image. And that one shows that one. And also this should be, if we want to see like each other HDMI output there. So why? That's interesting. Why? Let's connect the microscope, which needs power, which means I need to. I did have one of these up here on the desk before, right here. So like this. I had it just like this. And I don't know if I want that or if I don't, but we can have it like this for now. So let's just plug the microscope in. And I'm also going to plug the HDMI in here. Oh, it's a slight bit short now, the cable, because I moved where this is. It's just a bit tight. And turn that on, of course. So
Then the light will not shine into the camera.
so I don't care right now. It's not like I could just pull down the blinds there if I wanted to. So this is just to have something to test with the cameras. Arian should make stuff for us here, right? If we look at Arian 1, 2, and let's do it with studio mode so you can see. Arian desk cam, cam zoom, Arian 1, this one, properties. Yeah, so I think it's because it's new, you know.
If the Model 3 VR treadmill will be good, then I will also make a VR streaming room.
Okay, cool. So I'm curious I would really like to see your bells, how it looks, but I know that you have to be secret about it a bit, right? So this one is grayed out. You can see this, right? Let's just, yeah. So the one that we currently have is called Arian Webcam 2, but we have a Arian Webcam 2 here too. So to make it not confused, let's actually go to 3 and then go back to 2, and then it works again, right? So it's just that it's fresh install. And this one is actually changing the zoom here. So this is if I'm looking at something tiny. And then we have the desk cam, and then we have the full camera there. I see a border here though. Let's remove studio mode and go there so I can just check how it looks full screen.
Yes, Model 3 is unique. There is no other like it in the world.
I'll say Model 3 is unique. Why can't I make this tinier? I don't get it. That's odd. So this, now we can see it. And then it extends like that. So I have actually cut a bit away from this. Oh, this is so stupid. So now you can see the top and bottom. So let's just try a reset transform on this one. Okay, yeah, so this is because it's 4K. So that's why we have this. Right. That's really a bit of a problem. And this is not the problem. The problem is that I'm actually zooming in the one I have already zoomed in, instead of using the full one. And the reason why is because that if we connect to this Arian desk cam more than once, then they will break. So then we would have to deactivate this one, go to this one, activate it for it to work, and I could automate that. For example, with buttons. So we have the desktop one here. Let's activate that so we can see something. So in desktop we have 3 here, and they use a script only so that one can be selected at once. And as you can see, it's not very pretty, is it? It's blurry. And with the Arian one here, if we maybe it's okay to do it like this. So let's put it in the corner, snap, and the other corner, it should snap. Yeah. So is this filling the whole one, the whole screen, or is there like? Yeah, I don't think it's the same shape, right? Because this is a phone. There, it snapped. Is this filling the full screen? I'm gonna preview it on my the right one, this one. So it fills the full screen, right? And it's a bit blurry. And if we go into the zoomed ones, this one, it doesn't use the full resolution it possibly could, but maybe it's good enough, because we would probably have some electronics or something on here, right, that we want to play with. But the way the mic is not straight, fix that, kind of. So I see that the cable and the thing that holds it, they're not like aligned. Not that it matters. It's mostly that I was thinking about if I get a redeem for Move It, I'm thinking I'll do this. So, because then I can go like sit up like I usually do, and since I switched to this mic, I couldn't do that because I'm punching the mic. So let's try the different modes now. So we have the desk button, which shows this, and the microscope is on now. So what we're doing, we're deciding if we really use all these. And in this one, I think we also had a left screen down there too. Okay. So because one of these I had a manual on. This is where I had the manual. Yeah. So so I just adjust these for what we need anyway. And this one and this one, they're very similar, right? So imagine we're soldering something. We want to see both. And in this case, maybe we had medium instead. So I have buttons to change those two. Here are the desktop zoom, medium, and full. So, which button don't we need of all these? Yet I have still never run an ad. Blur we just added so that I could, like, that's just on the desk, right? It doesn't even work now. Am I blurred? So I imagine something is off with filters. Yeah, look, it's gone. Why? Because it's not on this one. So we'll have to check what the button actually is. Blur. So left screen capture, we changed it, right? So the left screen capture source doesn't even exist anymore. Or rather, it's supposed to be the middle one now. This left screen one is the one that's the old one that I'm not using. So I called one new to, right? Source name. Okay, they're inside of stuff. I was just looking for something without this special characters. So here's the right screen, so they're still sorted. Here's the left screen. But now I want the middle screen. And I want middle screen capture. And then we do middle screen capture here too. Composite blur, and we just set this up. It is still there though, so we can look at what it was. So annoying to look for the same thing again. Middle screen capture. So the reason for this naming is that you can't have the same name for several things, even though they're different categories, like source and scene. For some reason, the place where we already have it is here, right? This one is just renamed. So, do we have any filters here? No. Do we have any filters here? We do. So this is what we need to copy. Oh. That's odd. I'm not sure the settings actually came along with it. So let's right click this, filters, paste, and the size is 2. I'm quite sure we had much more than that. Let's try like 10. And I'm previewing, right? So So if we were to not show this, we don't have anything. So this is the thing, right? And then if we go to filters, the filter is on, which should, oh, so it was 1. Okay, I get that it wasn't blurred with 1. 10. Yeah. This is 8. 7. Let's try like a bigger difference. 5, 8. I'm just curious why it's gone. This is smoothing. So if I move this window now, you can see me moving the mouse. So let's try the button. It works. So that was on my phone. So now I can blur. And I think I kind of had it on all of them before. So let's look at this again. Yeah, so I did both on the middle. And I'm using a toggle function, so this was actually not that one. I did it on all. So left screen capture new. So I guess I drag this one after. Why? Whatever. Let's copy this and paste it. Because now we have 3. So we need right to. Right screen capture. And the composite blur on all of them. And if we save, we can also run this. We'll see here. We need to save here for the button to work. Oh, what's up with my phone? So this works. Just the blur button is gray. Why? So composite blur needs to be on all of them. So this is annoying. I can't just close a sub window because it's not a sub window. It's you have to click OK, save. And I would have liked to save without closing. So Sammy, I'm not totally friends with Sammy. So the reason why this looks the same is because it's a preview. So I could see the... So now I'm just drawing with the mouse on the preview screen. 1 hour 36 minutes until Bronwyn's going. Make your own private alarm. Keeping things local. You want to look at that. And it's on that screen. I'm blind. That screen. So these are the YouTube ones. Here we have the countdown there. What I want to check now is that it works on all screens. But before we can check that. So we actually have something here now. And middle and this. Oh gosh, that phone only has 52% power now. So it is plugged in. Oh, it's pulling out the cable. There now. That's better. It should be charging. So So it was worth the $1 or $2 or something. It wasn't very expensive, Irene. So for this to work now the way I want it, I don't know why I don't have it maximized. This is a Pomodoro countdown that we did. We started to test for me to show you there, you know. So we have currently a pause here. So I don't want this running. How do I stop it? Do I click that? I'm confused. We used it only like once to test, or I think it might have been twice. So of course I have that up in the corner or something. So the left screen, the source, filters. Doesn't have anything here. Middle screen, we can click here for filters too. We have the composite blur, and if we enable it, we get a blurriness of 8. So let's copy this one. So there's also a duplicate here. So you never know what's linked and what's not here, right? If you copy a source and you just paste it, you get the same source in 2 places, not a duplicate. You have to like paste it as a duplicate. So here we have the composite blurs with 2. So let's just change that one to 8.2. And I'm just gonna tab or something so that it does it. So now we can see what changes. And now I'm going to use the blur button, but it doesn't work. So, oh gosh, this phone is like odd. So my first phone was an HTC, my first smartphone, HTC Say. Yeah, it's still great. I restarted the app, so I'm kind of thinking that it's because we don't have a blur in the third one yet. So I can't test it until all 3 has it. So filters, now we need to make sure this is clicked. It was. So let's paste, and we have the right numbers there, and it's working like this. So now I'm just going to test the other. Why is the blur one grayed out? The funny thing now, so I have phone link on still. But not on that phone. This is my other phone. I should close this, really. Let's just close that and go and try and run the button in SAMI. So it has 3 steps. We should be able to save it and run it. Button executed. So if we run it, something is wrong then. So this has composite blur, that one has it, and that one has it. And now if we run it, this should go blurry, right? So let's check the filters here. So it worked just before I changed this. So if we turn off two of the alternatives, now only the left screen one is on. Let's actually leave only the middle one. Left one, we're on the left. So I just check these off here. So we're going to run this button now. Run, run, run. I don't see any toggling, and I don't see this going on and off. Why? We did it a little bit ago. So we just changed these. We can also like copy everything and delete them. Come on. So I'm just looking at these now, right? What am I missing? The button is gray. Something is off. So let's delete the bottom one. Let's delete the next one. And I'm gonna delete this one. And actually let's paste them back and delete just one and save. And I want to see if this is going. Oh, by the way, I knew why. It's phone link that's still on now. That's why I got Discord notifications. Well, I had it off. It was the phone link. So phone link is still on, and it's on that phone, and it has less battery. Yeah, phone link drains battery even worse than this camera. So also the screen is on. TTS is still running. So let's see here. At the bottom here we should have connected disconnect there, and I'm actually closing the screen now, so this phone it was a bit warm, so it's 49% power now here. Also I like bent these, trying to make this one like a little less, but it's just going up anyway. So this is gray. This button here it's not clickable. It's just went blue, like darker background color. So let's save that. So this is updated, and I'm going to close this app. I think it is closed now. No recent. We click Lion Board again, load the deck, and it's still blue or dark. Why? I really should have started with just renaming this to blurry. Save. Okay. Save. Yeah, and now this one says blurry. So okay. So we have a bit of a problem. Guess what happened? Arian died. So I said I had problems with the latest version, right, before. So let's start it again. Let's see if I possibly need to install the old version. So started it again. Let's see which camera connects first. Only this one. So now we have a non-functional button here. So I'm going to just delete this button. So we can see the new gray one. I can click it now. Made a little button here. Camera 2 is still not on. So this has the contents now. Let's see how well it does undo. No undo at all. Yeah, I was looking for the export. So here's the JSON for these. My. Mm. I didn't actually test if it worked, did I? So, yeah. So, I'm seriously interested if I save this, let's just check. Will this blur it now? Yeah. So what was the problem with the button? It just got corrupted somehow? Oh well. So just grabbing the color. Actually, let's also make a little nice change so we can see. And if we press the button now, after I've saved, and the mute button works too. But mute didn't really show the mute thingy, did it? Let's see. That's good. I just didn't see it because it was underneath there. So we need to fix the filter for the mic too, because we have a problem there. But I'm thinking we'll do the basic stuff first. We need to fix the VSTs here, and I've kind of been detailed with the names. And we can still always boot into the other one and see what it looks like, right? I'm gonna check the other phone, what happened. So I think the app just closed. I don't know why. So I don't know what crashed what. But in here there's a oopsie. So what? There should be a setting thing here. I know you can't see, but I happened to click it by mistake. Okay, now it went bright. So I was going to show this. I can close the app from here. So when it crashed, it might have closed the app there. But it could also have been that the phone closed the app because I closed the screen and the app was not like visible anymore, and it was like saving stuff.
New follower Trio TV. Less than 3.
Welcome in, welcome in. So, I'm supposed to be able to change all the settings. It's supposed to be a setting like this when you click these. And alright, so now I can change things. Good. So whatever we want here. You can see the cars parked outside there. So it's quite bright light in here, of course, from the bright lights. Even that one on, because we're testing everything now. So I think we're ready to do the actual tests we were going to do, right? So we installed this. If it crashes again, I will grab the old version somewhere on my hard drive saved, because I had to go back and find it last time. So if it doesn't crash, then it should work. So now we can select from these, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So maybe the keyboard is more interesting for the microscope. And which ones do we want to keep? And maybe they're, yeah, I don't know. Should we go studio mode again? It's kind of tiny, isn't it? So you could have so many thoughts on this. But we have desk, full screen, microscope, and microscope full screen. And I kind of think they're all useful, right? The question is more what I use the least. Then I have the secondary in. And that of course changed the primary one, though I wanted to change the preview. So let's go back to middle there. We have secondary in can, which is also a button. There's another alternative in SAMI. We can just add another row, right? If we want to, we can make it 11 here. And we have more space for more buttons. So these 4 are obviously, well, they are for moving the camera. Chat also moves. And then I have like a pause view there. Let's just do this for now. So all of these, and we're gonna copy right, and we're gonna call it left, and of course left. Couldn't these be sorted this way I already have it sorted? Sniffles in OBS, not YouTube. Wrong, just left. So, and the camera is set from the possibly doing something else to be round. And maybe we should move most of the logic of such things actually to StreamerBot. So the stream sound. So it can find the stream sound, but lots of the other like media sources thingies it didn't find. I'll leave it like this for now. it doesn't really look much different on the phone because it was, you know, and also on the phone, the can I not grab the edge there? So it's like this format, right, on the phone. So I'm not gonna close that, we need it. Yeah. So we have these scenes working now with the newly installed Arian. And this one needs a camera update. So when we switch to the scene, it should really hop over to the other one, which is square. If I go for cam big, no, I have to click here too. And this moves it back to round. This is so annoying with studio mode. That's why it doesn't work, right? So if we go for this one now. Middle, right, HDMI, free. Stream, start. Oh, and now we have this thing working. It didn't work before. Now it's working again. Okay. That's a messy thing. And this is the blurry cam that I just added there. And then we have like a pulse thingy more. Yeah, and these go for the left screen. So now the right screen is my default screen. Oh, okay. So that one is for this. It's just the left screen but with rounded corners. Then we have the desk full, microscope, full screen, Arian 2, co-working. And now it expanded as it should, because I was in preview before. That's why it didn't work. We had the Pomodoro IRL. And so this is what starts automatically if I do IRL streams. Parachute wrap. This was for manual. And this is just an overlay for all the start and pause ones. Just camera, chat and stuff. Then we have alerts, Twitch alert. Twitch alert from a second channel, so I can see if someone were to follow there on this one. Emotes, camera, full screen, rounded mask, and rounded mask with shadow. Do we have something black there? And empty desktop, and the zoom one. So this is the one that is selected with logic. I can click on my screen controller to select which one of this one, and this one that it shows. Then we have Arian 2 microscope, the HDMI 2, which is not here now. IRL, which can switch between IRL 1 and 2. And a background. And the background actually could be other stuff, but they are not loaded. All the data here is gone. It asks when I start OBS. Yeah. Good. I think we have OBS running except for the audio filters. So let's look at the files and why open this, right? Let's actually move OBS out of the way. I keep trying to drag in the line with the menu because so many programs don't have a separate line now for just the name of the program. So that's the old desktop. Check in on 1 hour 4 minutes. I saw it. We're closing up to an hour. By the way, we can always play with this. I'm just looking for a second one. Right. So when I created the middle screen. Oh, let's just paste this. There, so we can have several things up here if we want to. Oh, right. Arian 2. Let's bring this back here for a sec. So Arian 2 here is actually not the full thing. And that annoys me quite often. So let's reset the transform for this one. And let's start making this 4K thing fit here. So, hitting that edge, that one, and I want to preview it to make sure. So that should be my second screen, and this one is rounded corners, and this one does not. That's also interesting because it's the desk here that has the rounded corners. So the second Arian, yeah. I suddenly need 3 more buttons on my phone because I want to have the functionality, this functionality on the second one too. So now if we go back to left, I meant middle because left, this screen used to be left, so my brain needed some adjustment here. And now we could, if we wanted to, we could just make this one bigger than everything. So I'm like checking, yeah, this is the add share. And this one has the rounded corners too. So 18. So why did it hop to there? So I'm going to hide those again. I'm thinking of like what else. We'd like to find the files that are used by this. And I think that I moved them to another drive because the hard drive was full. So we are up at the step now, though I said, why on earth did I open this, right? So now I'm gonna close the preview there. And we're gonna close this, because what I want to do is open Total Commander. What? No, I just set everything up. It took me quite some time. I don't really care what icons we use either. So at least I know now that we are dark here. Yeah, it still has the Dado settings saved. So there were some settings that I didn't find. Like, I don't want to select when I right click, I just want to get the menu. I don't want to select with this, I want to select with space and arrows. I don't want to select with the mouse. You know, this is keyboard friendly. So we're going to check out, I also removed the drop downs that they have because, yeah. So I think I'll actually put this back. Drive combo box there. So it remembers the rest of my settings. So why not that? And do I not have a setting called save settings on exit? Anyway, this annoys me that this goes red. It annoys me. Maybe it doesn't matter much, but tiny thing to be annoyed about. Let's get rid of the microscope, it's in the way. Maybe we'll do something with the microscope. I have some things that I need to get rid of from the desk. Some projects we need to do. And I'm thinking of following along with the 1 hour talk on that button. The new button I made is also not clickable. I have a problem. So Sammy, what did you do? Let's see now. No, it didn't work. So on my phone, this button, and I'm trying to move the window out of the way so you can see it. This button is the same problem that I had with the blur button. That it's not actually clickable. So let's do the same thing that it worked. So I just cut these, copied them, and then we go out of here. Instead of copying another button, I deleted it and I created a new button. And I pasted stuff here and we gave it the same name. And now when I run it, it works. So very nice of it, right? And then we need to grab the color. Random color. So I think you can do it from here too, can you? Oh, whatever. Let's go appearance. And let's try the random button. You can do it colorful if you want to. But I kind of like my purple. So, now we save. And the button works. Well, so we have a workaround, which seems very odd. But I also have an old version that's not updated, so it's not really Sammy's fault that I don't want to change my app. I just have to take the time to do it. What if you could run your own ChatGPT completely private and under your control? Yeah. On my slow computer. By the way, I was thinking of starting the Proxmox machine too. Last time I did, it closed down several times, but we were like kinda DDoSing it too. We were making a Go port scanning program, and as soon as we put in 100 millisecond wait between them, it didn't crash the machine. So 60 milliseconds, then it crashed still. But it did crash before that. It crashed when I was doing like normal things. So now we at least have this machine reinstalled and working. USB didn't work. I couldn't make USB, flash USB stuff. I couldn't use the USB mics, including this one, which is USB 2. Yeah, so by the way, let's actually use the buttons now and hop to this. Now I have one USB hub here and one USB hub here. So, let's see, this one is, it's not as firmly attached as before. This one is just laying here loose. We probably should put something there to keep it in place too. And then I have my normal phone charging thing, though that's my phone, so it's usually here. And then we have the stream control phone. And then we have the stuff that goes, this is going to my notes. Right. And my kid's photo. Some paper. And this is falling again. Let's actually look at this while I have it. So, in Sweden we call this häftmassa or klut. So, sticky stuff. This is how I have attached this under here, because it's quite flexible, but this keeps going. Maybe it's too much and it just stretches after some time. So it just stretches and then it snaps. So I haven't changed that for some time. Let's see if it works. So have it here. There. So I'm also thinking of putting this light up over there, but I don't want to put any screws into the wardrobes that are there. So I'm thinking how I would do it. That one went up on the wall, kinda. also like remeasured the legs position under the desk, and even though I've been like touching this and slightly moving it, I have not moved it on there. So it was 17 screws of this kind. They're quite big screws here, so yeah, I need to check these so that I have sent invoices for everything. There should be one I have not. So all of these screws were underneath the desk. Kind of like the screwdriver kit, by the way. So we could actually use these two for this. It's like the same thing. Actually, that one is a not the right one. This one. This one and this is, they're the same. So I have to fix those. Let's get started with the things on the floor and see what we think of. So these, when I needed them and I put something else on the end of these cables, I just cut them off with a little bit extra so we could use this for something. And I'm thinking that we could connect something here. Or should I just throw them away? So usually I don't have these big things, right? But maybe sometimes you want them. And so we made a lot of cables, right? Let's see here. So these. These are also a bit tight. So we need to fix these two. So 46. I need to start with that. Wrong one. No. Oh gosh. So it's so tight, the HDMI cable, that when I just turned it, it actually pulled it out, the cable. So I need more than a little more. Maybe I don't need this much here though. Let's see. I'm just fixing the so I kind of turned it around. Yeah, I think I did that. So now I've made this a little bit longer and this a little bit shorter. The cable here over the HDMI cable here is some slack. So I tightened it down here. And I have to decide which way to use it. Can't spin it around. So now it's not very much spare, but it has some slack now. Also, this one shouldn't go straight over the floor. It should go behind here instead. Probably meaning it should go like this. Alright, yeah. And if I pull it inside here, it will have some support. So it doesn't fall down. I thought it's reasonable to remove the VGA cable on the floor too. And it's like tight with so many other cables. And there's a spare power cable for a computer here too. So there. Two less cables on the floor. So, the reason it looked like it did last time is because this thing is a display port. So, gosh, well, anyway, it still looked to the computer like there was a screen there. Because of that. So there. Those should go in the attic pile. So, I was just grabbing the microscope and it had disconnected. That's why we went there. So now we can see that's a V out. So, if we follow just the connections here, we can see it's going this way, right? So, and we can see the LEDs. So this N is connected to the next one. So I should have bought 6. But we had one already. Better than expected. Makes me like gig every time. So this out to this in for all of them, and then we'll have and there are tiny holes so we could use for screws, but there are not holes for these. I was going to put pins there so it would be easy to assemble and disassemble. So we can have some text on here, for example. So I suddenly saw it saying, "Welcome to my stream," scrolling when we have this song. It's the start of stream, for example. That could be one thing. So should I throw these out or should we keep them? So we have these alternatives, you know. I don't use the other one. This is what we use. We don't have two. And there are definitely those in here too. Let's see. Yeah, so these, I have one set of these. Are these the same, by the way? Not exactly. Not the same shape. Yeah, these belong to this one. And those are with my old one, which also has those left. Yeah, yeah, so we have at least 2 sets of these. Just throw them out. So I just got these, and they were supposed to be attached to these. So maybe we'll fix this project. So we have like 3 sizes maybe, or are these the same size? Only one way to find out. And that bag was not good. The plastic broke. So a Ziploc that didn't work. So yeah, these have like an angle here. So it's for a wider cable. And then we have these, which have like a round hole that is also big. And let's check out the ends. So they're very similar at the end. I guess this one is like higher quality style, right? Also different plastic. So, and the red ones for those. I think I actually had probably planned to buy only one of those, and I got both because I put stuff in the drawer and forgot I bought it already. That's stupid. But we will use a lot of these, so it doesn't matter. So, now we need a bag. There it is. So I knew the other day we had one over somewhere, so a spare one. So we should have a ice cream box for those. I can sort those things in ice cream boxes. So these I had in the other room, and I thought maybe they're better used in here. Though I don't really use those, do I? This one I'm curious. Oh, it's like for grabbing stuff. If you drop something where it's tight. And these are just for removing chips. And this one is for like attaching cables. So Then we have these, and this is for making like a desk power supply. So the other end of oh, I was gonna say the other end of these. These are actually the same. This are other edge of the banana connectors. Female. 2. So where are the other ones? Where are the male ones? Might not be in this drawer. So let's just grab all of these. These, I thought they were tinier. They are like a little bit different though. So they have instead a claw. Can you see the claw? Instead of one hook, it's like a tiny claw. Oh gosh. Yeah, so from messing with the computer, I ended up with SATA cables here. So and this is just an extension. Did my tummy say something? Another one. And I was like, oh, more of those. But these are the ones that I use for the old phones. So just connect to USB and connect where the battery used to be. So yeah, and we bought these. So this is USB. If you're going to test something with USB, this is much easier. Just connecting the wires. Oh, I only have 2 left of these. Then maybe that's what we need to buy more of. Well, I'm sure I have more than one of these. What I'm thinking is, in this drawer, let's not have all the wires, right? Because it becomes a mess very quickly. And you can't find, like, the oscilloscope or something. So, computer cables for the attic. As long as we don't mess with more computers soon. And I have an empty drawer here. Empty drawer. Let's just put all the things that are actually cables. Maybe we put even the multimeter in this because, you know, you usually need them at the same time. So this one, so signal analyzer goes in the drawer. That's what we want to have there. And I never really use the big ones, so let's just have them in here too, a little bit organized. And so this is just a pair of banana cables. So that had those on the end right now. And here's a black and a red tiny cable that we have had like pushed into breadboards and stuff. I don't think they're even the same length. Ah, kinda. So now we can find the pairs when we need them instead of just having a big mess of cables. And I'm kind of thinking the banana connectors can go in here too, and also the snappy thingies. And these that are not finished, they have banana in one end, and then I had planned to like put something in the other end. Actually, the ploy thing is probably, should we put that one in there too? So out of the way. So I had those cables in there, but when I fixed this desk, I kinda undid that. There are more of those here. Yeah, I found them here. So when we just started stream, I put these ones that I got from that drawer into that one. So now let's just untangle this mess too. So actually, let's see if these fit these. Yeah. So yeah, these are like new from AliExpress. And these are two ones that you can connect like to the oscilloscope. So like the same thing as the other one, the crocodiles on the end. And these are my dad's old ones. Of course we'll keep them. This is what he did with his that he didn't use. Maybe. So they might be useful. Oh, and there's another one. Maybe the connector broke or something, so he put a new one on. Oh gosh, that drawer's almost empty now. That's nice. So I can actually get to the oscilloscope if I ever actually manage to get ground in here. Because I don't dare to use it. It's warm in here. It is 29.3 degrees. I'm gonna go check on my kids and grab some new water because I'm finishing this now. That's where I have a problem. This is really what I use, right? If I use this, I don't use the other one. This. My god. How hard can it be to switch between two? So I also have the in the normal desk full screen. I can just click to get the microscope in here too, right? So so everything seems to be working fine. We can even look closer though on those. My water is all out. So let's up the light a bit. so we can see how it looks. There. Yeah, water and kids. I'm gonna go check on both. I'm gonna get the water and check on the kids. Hansa. Oh, yeah. So this, I can't leave these things on the floor for much longer because they will become dusty and yeah, they've been there since yesterday. Oh my gosh. So there's only 10 minutes now. And it is 29.3 in here. And it's actually 17 outside. And I wish I could open the window. But it's max spraying. Then I would just constantly sneeze and not be able to sleep tonight and get goo everywhere. Like in my lungs. I wish I could open the window. So what do we do? What to do? So we have two options. I can use my new left button that we made. And either we actually watch this on stream. But if they don't even stream it on Twitch, I kind of think that's not the right way to go. So I'd also like to fix this before we do anything hardware. But we have everything tested and working. I'm putting these back in the drawer. Oh yeah, more cables in the other one. So I can see the mic when I do this. So there. A bit careful about how much I stretch the HDMI cable for the microscope now. So either we will look at this on stream and like do stuff at the same time. Yes, jag streamar. Men gubben, kom! Vänta. I'll just get in här. Oh no, more stuff. Andreas, ska jag visa dig den där länken eller?
Alltså om du kan skicka den så kan jag väl kolla.
Nej, för jag måste logga in på 1177 på din dator då.
Orkar inte.
Okej. Jag fattar bara inte varför de inte skickar den till dig också.
Kan du inte bara print screena någonting eller?
Nej, det är alltså 30 olika next och filmer och...
Alltså jag känner att jag tillhör till India, jag vet också det, jag är inte helt dum i huvudet. Jag vet vad han sa för diagnos, jag vet stora svårigheter. Vi håller på där i 18 år.
Det känns lite så här som att den här informationen är för någon som precis vanligt har fått veta att det här kanske de har tyvärr. För oss blir det efter den här svårigheten hos lavbandet som man inte har jobbat emot den hela tiden. Sen är det väl lite att de vill ha veta att man vet någon. So, sorry. So we have a meeting. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll have to move this before next day to like tonight. That's so annoying. I put some tiny jars from the desk on the floor and then I push them over with the chair. Because we rebuilt the desk, moved the screens, everything yesterday. Well, not only yesterday, but yeah. Meaning one day before, because I didn't stream yesterday. So lost stream. Well, I streamed yesterday, a little walk. So we have 4 minutes. So I really should click the join button here. Yeah, so it's opening.
Recording
Contest
in
right now.
progress.
So for the
Oh, so
those
it's
of
already
you that are
going.
here already, put into the Discord chat, right? So it's got to be in Discord. So if you don't have the link to Discord, I'm going to put it in here.
So,
It's going to take you 5 minutes. If you've never been on Discord before, we have a 5-minute lockout.
So you'll miss the contest.
Yeah, you'll miss the contest, but you'll be ready for next time.
Yep.
Next webcast. We'll do one.
so
again next
I
week.
guess I should stop
So,
streaming. What do you
guess
think?
how many people you think registered for today's webcast? Put it in the Discord chat. How many people you think registered
Oh,
for today's
gosh.
webcast? We haven't told Bronwyn yet. She just knows it's a lot. And so we're getting ready to tell Bronwyn at the same time.
Let's
we tell
give a
everybody
guess.
else. And so we'll give you a chance to go ahead and put in your. And then what's going to happen is we're going to mail you, no matter where you're at in the world, we'll mail you the hard copies of The Future Is, the preview edition.
So I don't
We'll
really
get that
care
mailed
about the
out to you.
competition, but
Good
it's fun.
guesses, everyone. Doing great. Cactus, you
And I
can't
want
win
to
twice
hop
now.
into chat anyway. So if you haven't
I
been
don't
into
know
any
about,
anti-siphon training
190 odd
thingy,
million, billion, whatever.
go there.
That
I already
would
said
be amazing.
before on stream. Hop into
had
this
some points
page,
yesterday.
register, join it,
99.3.
and siphontraining.com.
Bronwyn, are your slides ready? We got 3 minutes.
My slides are ready.
Nice.
All right. Ben,
So-
go ahead and talk about your workshop one more time before we go live. So you got
So I need
Exploit
to
AI workshop
find
coming up.
the right chat.
Yeah, so I have an Exploiting AI workshop coming up, and it's targeted towards people that don't have much experience in AI beyond like ChatGPT and Gemini. The idea is if you've got somebody that wants you to implement AI in some way, shape, or form, and you're like, wow, I don't know how to.
So I put
avoid
in
pitfalls and
3,333.
security flaws that are inherent with it. This class will basically walk you
There.
through how to set up an AI, and then how to harden it, and what vulnerabilities exist.
So
and get the
I
practice
didn't
executing
find
the
my
exploits.
Discord
and
start,
then we'll
so
show
I
you how
did
to-
it
how to
on
exploit it.
online here.
and this is a pay what you
Let's
can workshop, meaning you can choose to
open
pay
this.
the minimum, which is $25.
so we have
or you can
Saturday
pay more.
on.
It's up to you.
Let's actually.
But this is a pay what you can
And
workshop.
it
4
doesn't
hours
say that
long.
I'm
It will
online
be
again.
Next Friday, then?
So it used to have problems
yeah, I think it's
before,
next
but
Friday,
lately
April
Okay.
it's been working
Alright,
for
so
like a
April
year,
11th,
and now
next
it's
Friday.
bit
Pay what you
broken
can
again, I
workshop with
guess.
Ben Bowman. He did a
So
an
how
Anti-cast
come I
yesterday
don't have the
on
mute one there?
Exploiting AI. The video is available.
So
If you go to the
let's wait.
resources channel
And I
inside
don't think I will
Discord,
be
you
streaming
can
more
find
today,
the
but I
link to
might
yesterday's
actually stream
video
more
where you
after
can watch
this. So
Ben,
this is 1
pretty
hour,
much giving like a preview of the workshop, but also
and
just standalone information. All right, Deb.
Okay.
so
All right,
we
so
hop you
Deb,
over
Deb's
there.
gonna give the number right now, and then that's it. You
You can't guess the number after.
can't guess. After Deb.
All right.
Oh, one
total
viewer, and here's as
registration
far.
is $17.99.
2?
17.
Wow.
$17.99. I think solely Dan.
That's always funny.
He guessed $17.89. So that's. I
So
believe
thank you for being here, and I'm
Alright.
sorry for the very odd and
It's
me
a lot.
going like
199,
shit on my
that's
kids
like
and then
a-
not
an
really coming
RSA,
back.
keynote. So,
Derek.
Sorry for that.
You know better than that.
I'm gonna
very
go
cool.
listen to
Appreciate that.
Bronwyn's.
Very
Crazy.
Okay,
I
so
am
Let's
humbled.
see here.
Hmm?
Here
I
it
am
is.
humbled and awed.
This thing. 30 seconds.
so
So
what's
you
the
can
most
hop
we've
over
ever
there
had? I
too,
think
but
it's
it's not
10,000.
on
That was the most we ever
Twitch.
had, but that was
So you have
for
to
like a
join.
special ransomware
So I'm going to
webcast that
read
we did.
now. Bye bye,
Like
thank you.
ransomware was
And
just rampant. John
I'll probably
like
be
had an
streaming
emergency webcast. We had
tomorrow,
like 10,000
if
live
not
people.
later.
We had to do it on
Remember that one.
YouTube.
Bye bye.
YouTube because that was the only way we could get everybody. And
Mhm.
but for the average, this is above average. So.
A little bit. Yep.
All right, so a housekeeping tip for everybody who's already here, thank you so much for joining us, is Bronwyn lives in a gorge?
A canyon.
A canyon.
It's a
canyon.
canyon.
Okay.